There are so many new releases out there. Are you curious about a lot of these new releases by Paris Corner, Lattafa, etc.? Like I told you before, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you my real honest thoughts. So if you're looking for a fragrance collector, I'm on my fragrance journey. You're looking for someone that's going to tell you the truth, you are in the right place. So girl, come on, get tapped in and keep on watching. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Chashebutta. You are tuned in for another episode of Chashebutta Beauty. If you are new here, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber or supporter, what up, Butter Babe? I see you, girl. You know I see you. What it is, yo, what's up? Okay, y'all, what's going on? It's your girl, Chashebutta. We back at it. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, so it's not Fun Friday yet. I hope you all are having a beautiful and blessed week over there, okay? Okay, y'all, so we're going to get down to it. I have some new releases in my possession. I did take the time to open them, spray them out, see what I think, sit with them a little bit before I brought you all this video. So just know on my channel, sometimes I may bring you a fresh, like I may do an unboxing, but other times I may sit with the fragrance so that I can see what I think, so that I can give you a more thorough review or a more thorough first impression, because either way it goes, when you first receive a fragrance, this is really genuinely your first impression, okay? Because you have not had time to let it mature. You have to give it that time. And I know a lot of people say macerate, but it's really maturate with the T, because once they put the perfume in the bottle, it is now maturing. Like they put it, well, actually, okay, when they put the perfume, when the perfumer puts the perfume in the bottle and they're letting it supposedly sit, macerate, let all the ingredients blend together before we receive it. That's the maceration process. Now, I don't know how long all different perfumers and different houses take when they're doing their maceration process, but when you receive it and the air meets the fragrance, it is now called maturation. And I know, I may get some flack. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you, you know what? Look, let me tell you what we do on here. Before I tell you that, if you have not taken the time to subscribe, make sure you subscribe to the channel. While you're down there subscribing, make sure you click the bell. The bell will notify you every time your girl shows up on this here internet, okay? Yeah. And if this information is helpful to you, if you like these type of videos, you love fragrances, you love all things beauty, if you love the Lord, all of the above, make sure you click the like. Let me know, and YouTube know that you are enjoying this content, that you like this type of content, okay? I appreciate you. On my channel, I know for the average consumer, they may not care. They come in, they just want to hear about the perfume and they want to move on. But for my fragrance collectors, lovers, people that are more into it, you know, I want to give you all knowledge, the knowledge that I'm learning as I go on my fragrance journey. So on this channel, I'm on a journey. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm one of those very inquisitive people. I've always been like that from when I was young. I always have questions. I always want to know, okay? So when I first, so this is the backstory. You can fast forward or you can learn something today. It's up to you, okay? So no shade though, I'm just saying, you know, you can fast forward or you can tune in. It's only gonna be like a minute or so or less. Quick backstory. Okay, so when I first came really deep diving into the fragrance community about a year ago, I kept hearing the word macerate. And I was like, maceration. I kept hearing that word and I was like, what is that? You know, so I was not familiar with that word. I decided to Google it. And when I Googled it, I'm like, the way that people, the context in which a lot of people are using it is not necessarily the same context as what the definition implies. So I was like, am I tripping? So, you know, I kept looking it up and I kept getting the same answer. Maceration is supposed to happen prior to us receiving the perfume. Once the perfume meets the air again, it is called maturation. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, get to the point. I just, you know, I don't know, y'all, it kind of bothers me. I get bothered when I keep hearing the wrong word, even though for some people it doesn't matter. And I do believe the term maceration, it is widely accepted because whoever started it in the beginning of whenever, like, they started it off wrong and everyone just continues to go with it. And I get it. And that happens with a lot of things in this world. So I just want to get that off my chest. And if y'all want to talk about that further, we can. But I don't really want to go into a deep video about it. Maybe we will. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. So with that being said, that's why I say these fragrances have to go through their maturation process. They have to mature. So these are my first impressions. All right. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Nah, seriously. Okay. I had to go get her sister because, yeah, I just wanted to have her sister in here. Okay, so we're going to start off with a highly anticipated release from Paris Corner. Y'all know how we roll, Paris Corner. So we're going to start off with a new release from Paris Corner. And honestly, y'all, with both of these, or all of these new releases that are coming out, I'm always just kind of like, I take it with a grain of salt. I'm not really, I'm excited and I feel I like to do my due diligence to bring these to you. But then I'm kind of like, I don't want to get overhyped, right? The first one is said to be inspired by K. Ali's Musk 12. Okay, I do not own that one, have not gotten my nose on that one, but I've heard great things, okay? So we're going to go through all the things, but this first one is none other than, bam, Eshal Musk. You already knew. You know, you saw the thumbnail. All right, so Eshal Musk, I just wanted to show you all the packaging that it comes in. Super duper cute. Love it down. This is so cute. Okay, and of course you all know you get the little hanky here. Little mini scarf. Very cute. And bam! Ooh, isn't this gorgeous? This is gorgeous presentation, you all. So we're going to take her out. Come on out, big mama. Come on. Okay, y'all. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment for the bottle. Bottle is gorgeous. We love a good pink and silver moment. Look, I love pink and silver. Some people don't like silver. I love silver. I love pink. This is super cute. Very rosy. Y'all see my light back there. This is the bottle. Very, very pretty. And we're going to go ahead and get into the main accords, the notes, and then I'm going to take a whiff and give you all more of what I think. The main accords are white floral, musky, floral, powdery, fresh, amber, violet, green, and vanilla. You know you couldn't leave me without that vanilla, Eshal Musk, okay? This fragrance opens with notes of lily of the valley, lotus, and caramel. Mid notes are jasmine, violet, and freesia, and it closes with base notes of musk, ambroxan, and vanilla. I know that's right, vanilla. I'm a vanilla girl if you didn't know. Okay, so yeah, so my original thoughts from this one is this is definitely a freshie. It had a fresh, like, floral type of vibe. What it reminded me of, you know, it's called Musk, Eshal Musk. So it reminds me of when you get out of the shower and you just want to have a fresh, kind of soapy, floral type of vibe, a little feminine, and you just want to smell nice, fresh, and clean. That is really what I got from my original, just immediate first unboxing impressions of Eshal Musk, okay? And before we get into our whiff, before we get our whiff, y'all, this one right here, if you don't have Eshal Vanilla, it's supposed to be inspired by K. Ali's Vanilla 28. Love this one down. I've actually gifted this to a few people. Everybody loves this. Honestly, in my opinion, this is very much a crowd pleaser. Now, there may be some people that do not like it, but this is really, really good, y'all. And, you know, honestly, a lot of times for me, I don't really get into, I compare, you know, we do those videos, but I want to know, do I just love the fragrance? Even if it's inspired by, you know, I feel like this is not a one-to-one. I feel like Eshal has a little more punch, but it feels a little bit more feminine to me. So that's just my opinion. So for me, so we're hoping the same thing for Eshal Musk, that we're going to love her down, but I'm going to give you my thoughts. So let's go ahead and take a whiff. Okay. Oh yeah, and this is the top of the bottle. You all see. Very, very nice. I love this presentation. Let's get to the juice. Ooh, y'all see that? Okay. Now, I have sprayed this on skin already when I first unboxed it. Yeah, and it's also powdery, you all. Yeah, okay. So I'm still getting pretty much the same vibe, but I do want to go ahead and spray it on skin again with you all. We're waiting for it to dry down. While waiting, I'm gonna let this dry down. I gave you all my general like thoughts on Eshal Musk. We've already went through the nose, manicures. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next fragrance so that we'll let this one dry and we'll come back to it. Okay? Y'all, me and my husband ordered some food. And why did it get here in like 15 minutes? Like as soon as I started recording, the food got here. Crazy. Anyway, so this next one is a new release from Lattafa. You know we love Lattafa around here, just like we love Paris Corner. And this one kind of came out of nowhere in my opinion. And I heard about it maybe like a few weeks ago. And then I wasn't really sure of when it was going to be released. But then it popped back up. And shout out to my girl, Tracy Lynette. She did a great review on it as well. So go check out her channel. Oh yeah, so this is none other than Bam, second song by Lattafa. We love a rose gold moment, okay? I love rose gold before. It seems like it might be trending a little bit right now. I've always loved rose gold. Y'all see I got my rose gold earrings. I have, you know, like my watch situation, but I have a lot of rose gold. I love rose gold, silver gold. I love it all, but I really love rose gold and like rose pink. I love it. Okay, so anyway, this one is said to be inspired by My Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Now, I actually have not smelled that one. I do have the regular Devotion. This is going to be my thoughts on second song, okay? And we all know people love, you know, people love her sister, Angam, okay? So same bottle. This one is gold. This one is rose gold, okay? Love both of them. And I love music, so I love the music notes here. So, so cute to me. Main accords are floral, fresh, sweet, vanilla, citrus, white floral, rose, musky, powdery, and amber. This fragrance opens with top notes of pear blossom and bergamot, mid notes peony, orange blossom, and praline. It closes with base notes of vanilla, musk, tonka, and ambroxan. Let's go ahead and take a whiff, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now, oh yeah, and it has second song here on the bottom, if you can see that. Okay. Yeah, so this one is definitely floral with the vanilla. It is sweet. As I stated, I do not know how. As I stated, I have not got my nose on My Devotion, but I do plan on doing so. But this is a very like floral, feminine scent. It's not too floral. Everything is blended really well. This, to me, in my opinion, because I always record like my thoughts, or I'm starting to record my thoughts, my initial thoughts. This, to me, will shine really well in the spring and summer. So this is a perfect time to get us ready for the spring and summer. Perfect feminine scent. I feel like it could be, this is an everyday, easy reach. So girl, I already have a little dent in her because I actually wore her, like I said, when I first received her. And then I actually blended her and Angam together today with a little bit of splash of Burberry Her Elixir. Smelling good, okay? So I actually do really like this one. I think it's flirty. I think it's feminine. I think it's perfect for brunch, perfect for those days out. Could it transition into night? Yes, it definitely can. It is more on the kind of like soft, airy type of feminine type of vibe, but I still think it could transition into a date night. I think a male would enjoy this. It's not too floral. It's not doing too much, okay? It's doing just enough. So I do think that second song is worth it. Do I think it's something that we should just overly hype? Not necessarily, but it is really good. I think if you're looking for a flirty, slightly floral, vanilla, kind of like pear blossom in it, you're looking for something a little bit fruity, floral, vanilla type of vibe, very feminine. I think this definitely leans feminine. Now, it doesn't project that much. I did get a little bit of a scent trail, a little bit of sillage from this one, but as far as projection, I would say at arm's length is not a high projector right now, in my opinion. It can mature and get better, because that's what happened with Angam. Angam, to me, didn't start off as a high projector, but it projects a whole lot more now. Okay, so that's my thoughts on second song. I would give this, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you all my initial ratings, and don't be mad. So on this one, my original rating was like a 6.75 or like a 7 out of 10. Right now, I will probably lean more to like an 8 out of 10, because I feel like this is an easy reach, and it's feminine, it smells good. The lasting power, I got about 5 hours, and it's like I could still smell it, but it was very much a skin scent. I feel like I got about an hour to 2 hours of like that projection, you know, the time where you can really smell it. And then it kind of just dwindled down as the time went on. But remember, this has to mature, so we're gonna see how she's doing here in the next couple of months. So let me know, do you have second song? Did you jump on the hype train and get her? Like I said, we're going into the spring and the summer here shortly. So I definitely think this will be a great one to have in your arsenal. It kind of reminds me of something, and I don't know if it reminds me, I feel like it reminds me of Scent Soiree, but I have not opened mine. But you know, you all remember. If you don't remember, I'll link it below, where I smelled Scent Soiree by Victoria's Secret in store. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit from what I recall, but like I said, I haven't smelled that one in a few weeks. But when I first smelled it, I kind of got reminded of that scent. Let me know, do y'all think it smells like that? Like if you have both? I'm gonna eventually find out. Look, I'll eventually find out when I open my Scent Soiree. I'm kind of saving that for like the spring and summer. So anyway, yeah, y'all. So let me know if you have this one. Let's talk about it below, y'all. I think this is a really beautiful scent, gorgeous. I actually already have a dent. I will be wearing this one down as the weather gets warmer. Okay, y'all. So back to Eshal Musk. We're gonna go ahead and check in with her. Yeah, this one to me is, it has like a something in the dry down that kind of just sticks out for me. It's not terrible, but I just feel like I wish this one was a little more refined, a little more smooth. So this one I had actually rated a 6 out of 10 for now. It wasn't giving Eshal vanilla, right? Okay, so I feel like this one, I don't know what Musk, you know, I really need to find out what Musk 12 smells like. But I will say this one will be perfect for layering. And I know sometimes people are like, well, I don't want to buy a perfume just to layer it. I'm just saying, if you purchase it and you're like, you can layer it. And I think it will be a perfect layering fragrance. And honestly, that's pretty much what I get. It's a fresh, clean fragrance, like fresh out of the shower. It is giving like musk, like just a body skin type of scent. Doesn't project much. But it does have some sort of a presence. So this does have jasmine, lotus, lily of the valley, violet, a lot of floral notes. And I do feel like you smell the floralness of the fragrance. I feel like I said, the projection is very low. It's more of an intimate skin scent in my opinion, but it does have a presence. It's like I feel like if you spray this all over, you're going to smell it. Like it's just going to smell like you smell really clean. So if you're someone that works in like nursing, doctor's office, you're a doctor, nurse, something of that nature where you have to go around people and you don't want to offend them, I feel like this is a scent you can wear, a musky, clean, fresh type of vibe. So let me know, have you tried Second Song and Eshal Musk? What are your thoughts? Are they worth the hype? Do you enjoy these? And what I will do, as I have been doing, is I will give my recommendations right here. Out of these two, I can recommend Second Song This one is an easy reach, feminine, flirty. It is a little fruity, a little floral, vanilla, not doing too much, but it's definitely a perfect scent for the spring and summer. So out of these two, I would recommend this one right here. Let me know, have you tried them? Are you trying them? Okay, and don't be selfish. What are you waiting for? Send this video to your friends, all of them. Send them this video. Let them know we smelling good over here and I'm booed up, but I'm trying to get y'all booed up in 2026, 2027, 2028, 29, 30, etc., etc. So make sure you follow my other channel here on the YT. It is called At Singlehood to Marriage. Even if you got a boo, don't got a boo, if you just love talking about relationships and you want to chime in on the conversation, we would love to have you. So make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and let your girl know that you're there. All right, y'all. God bless you. I love you so much, and I will see you all in the next video.
Beauty.